Good day.
Good day.
Today we are with Kuya Mon, representative of the Light of Jesus Youth community. Kuya Mon, can you tell me a little thing about yourself
Okay.
and what you do with Light of Jesus Youth?
Sure. So my full name is Rismond Charles V. Reyes. Usually people call me Mon. My friends call me Mon. And in our youth ministry, they call me Kuya Mon. I'm involved in Light of Jesus Youth. If you're familiar with the feast, if you're familiar with Bo Sanchez, in your community, it's a Catholic community, Catholic charismatic community. I'm involved with that. I've been involved with them for about 8 years now, since 2011. And a lot of what I do now is inclined to the youth ministry. So I preach and I teach and I write, and those are some of the things that I do. But most of my time I spend just being with people and conversing with them, talking with them, catching up with them, ganyan, kumustahan and everything. Our trade, if you may say, the main thing that we really build upon is relationships. And so that's something that I spend a lot of time with. And given the nature of what I do, since I'm a campus missionary here in LaSalle, I spend a lot of time with students. I spend a lot of time with, particularly, with you guys, students here in Taft, right? So it's CSB and LaSalle, so I spend a lot of time with young people, younger than me.
First question: what is your definition of service? Like, by your own interpretation or own understanding, what is service for you?
Okay, service is an outpour. Service is when you decide to give back to a community or some sort of organization. That's service. In my context, though, since we're talking about ministry, service is, I think it's really the way I would put it. It's an outpour. It's when you've been filled in and you respond by giving back. And it can happen in many different ways. So we have all these events, we have all these activities, so you can take service in a form of making those activities happen and organizing these activities that would reach out to people. It could also take in the form of what I'm doing now, basically, like me being here with you guys, with students, and it could also take in the form of the more traditional perspective on it, like charity work and all those things. But so service is really an avenue of you expressing that, of you expressing what you have received.
Second question: What inspired you for the service that you've done for the youth and for other people?
What inspired me is my own experience. The main reason I am involved in the youth ministry now is because I was ministered to by our youth ministry back then. My perspective changed, my direction changed, a lot of what I believed in changed, and it all changed for the better. And I'm still a work in progress until now, but I can really say that I wouldn't be the person I am now if it weren't for all those years I spent there. When you encounter something that good, you just can't help but to share it with others.
Third question: What drives you to continue doing what you do?
What it is that I'm doing is just knowing where I came from, knowing what I experienced in the past, knowing the kind of person I was back then, looking at that from where I am now. But a reason why I want to reach out to them is because at some point in the past, someone did that for me. I'm just passing it forward. I know what it feels like to not be able to deal with your issues. I know what it feels like to not know where you're going and not even know where you want to go. And I've been there. And it helped me a lot. It changed my life when I got involved in all of this. And so now, I'm at a point of my life right now when I see in others where I was back then, I just want to do my part in any way that I can.
For the last question, do you think the youth community can continue what you are doing? Like, they have the capability to continue what you're doing right now, which is service for us to continue. We can pass down to it to other.
Oh yeah, definitely. They also received this from our community, and so I really believe that our community is able to replicate it, to continue the process, continue the movement. I know that it's not gonna end with me. There's a way bigger picture. It's not even about me, and that's the thing. Even the Catholic Church as a whole, it's way bigger than I am. The church doesn't even need me to do this. I'm just happy that I get to do this.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
All right.